There's 9 people already waiting. That's crazy. Live. Okay, I'm live. Looks like I've been live for a few seconds here. I missed that. What's going on, everybody? I want to make sure you can hear me. So if you would go over to that chat area there and type in where you're from, what's going on in your part of the world with coronavirus, SARS-2, whatever we're going to call it today. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people are asking me now how to make money online. They weren't that interested before. I'm joined with Jessica, and she's going to be watching the chat area. Jessica, can you say hi?
Hey everybody, thanks for being here today.
Yeah, and post in there if you can hear me, guys, because I can't hear myself on here because I can't turn up the volume. So this, but I can hear you, or where you're from, or what you're doing, or how long's your hair getting, what color is your hair now? So I got the little gray beard going on here. I don't try to fake it. It is what it is, man. I got a gray beard. Just is what it is. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody doesn't feel too cooped up. Wayne Charles, what's going on, dude? Columbus, Ohio. Good to see you there. And I know people are going to be trickling in and out. Try your best, guys. He can hear me. Good, good, good. Try your best, guys, to turn off any distractions. I'm going to share a lot of stuff with you today. And I will tell you in the end, if you are interested, what's up, Ralph Cooper, West Virginia on lockdown, my man. Hey, Ralph, I was from, I guess you're always from. We lived in Virginia, in Chesapeake, Virginia, so we were not too far there. And the funny thing is, Ralph, and you probably get this all the time, when I said, I was from Virginia, people go, were you from West Virginia or East Virginia? And I was like, oh my, you don't understand, they're different states. I don't know if you ever get that. It's funny. Alan, excuse me, Schruner from Bonnie Lake, Washington. Good to see you here. People are starting to trickle in. I know you expected me to start late, didn't you? And I didn't start late. I actually started on time, which is really cool. I put together a whole presentation for you today. I want to look at what's going on in the world. If you want to get some training from me, I will tell you at the very end, I'm going to offer that. I don't normally sell anything on these, but I do have an offer for some training. So don't be off put by that. You don't have to join. You can just sit through the training if you want. But if you'd like to, you're welcome to. And I will go through a lot of stuff that I've done and that you need to do if you want to grow a business online. Now, I'm going to try to switch. He says all the time, Ralph says he gets the old, and it drives you nuts, doesn't it? It's like, West Virginia is a different state from Virginia. They're two different places. Tells you where Americans' heads are, right? It's a sad situation. Hey, Christine, what's going on? Says she can hear me fine. Had hailstorms. Might lose you later on. Okay, well, you could predict that stuff. We just had an earthquake. Matter of fact, we had one, was it yesterday? What was the other one? Or day before yesterday? Friday, we had a huge earthquake here, guys. Not huge, and buildings didn't fall down, but our whole couch was shaking, our back doors were shaking, our front was shaking. We looked at each other and we're like, it's an earthquake, and we heard like a roaring noise. So we had that the other day. We got Alan just jumped in here. Alan from Rothenburg, Henderson, Nevada. Know that area very well. You're not too far from Vegas there. That's got to be weird, man. Vegas is shut down. I mean, the casinos are never shut down. It's 24-hour stay, 7-day-a-week place, man. That's got to be really strange there, Alan. I don't know if you get over that area, but I've talked to some people who are in Vegas, and they're saying, oh my God, it's just the weirdest thing in the world. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch my screen because I'm going to go ahead and pull up a presentation I made for you guys. And like I said, I'm going to do some training today. You can ask me all the questions you want, so take advantage of that, guys. I don't often do this thing where you can just the Q&A thing. It's a Sunday afternoon. We might as well all learn everything. I know I've been surfing the internet so much that a couple of times it says you've got to the end of the internet. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know it was going to happen. Alan says it's a ghost town. Christine, really didn't feel it up here in Shasta. No, it was like I think it was like west of LA the earthquake was, wasn't it? Didn't we figure it out? It's like west of LA. We know it wasn't east of LA. We know that, right? Because that'd be wet. Well, yeah, I guess you could still have it in the ocean, couldn't you? Yeah, that's right. All right, so let's get on with this, guys. I'm going to pull up my presentation here, and I'm going to give you some cool stuff I think you will like. And I see I've got a couple of my inner circle people on this call. That's awesome. Awesome stuff. Okay, so I want to get this up here, guys. And then I need to switch down here. Oop. Give me 1 second here. I'm having a little technical issue. I got to switch two different things here. I've got this corresponding two screens, and I'm going to drag this one down. All right, so I'm getting it. So drag this one down a little bit here. All right, and a little bit more. And I'm going to be down here in the corner. I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm just going to be down here in the corner. I think I am. There I am. Okay. So down here in the corner, I'm going to get that one there. Then we get this one back up so you can see my screen. Boom! There it is. I think oops. Man, if you grab the wrong one, it's not good. All right, give me 1 more second here to get this thing positioned. It's very touchy, very touchy. Okay, I got that one done. You guys should be able to see me in the bottom screen now. I want to make sure you can. You can just type in there if everything looks okay. I should be in the bottom screen. You should have this stack of other screens in front of you here. And then, does that look okay over there, Jessica?
Yeah, it does.
Good, good. All right, so I got it all set up. So now I'm going to go over to my presentation, and that way you guys can see me and the presentation, because we are live. It is Sunday. It is April the 5th, 2020, and here in California, it's about 4:06 p.m. And let me get a little drink of water here before we get started. And I reminded you in the beginning, if you weren't on the beginning of the call, hi, JR, John from England, UK, under house arrest. What did you do, Pat? No, I know what you mean. You're listed under Pat Newman here. Yeah, we're kind of locked down here. There's like fines. I mean, if you go outside, there's fines for that. And we even bought masks. The only time we went out the other day, we went to like a drive-through and we had a mask on, and we were like, we're so freaked out. Everybody's so freaked out, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be. That's the darn of it. Usually when people are all freaked out, I can look at my wife and go, it's no big deal. It's going to be fine. I can't say it. I can't say it's going to be fine. I mean, it's really messed up. There's people dying out there. So we want to do that social distancing thing. I mean, and before I get into this presentation, I need to do my little public service here. The way coronavirus works, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I've just been reading about it, but the way it works is it has to have a host. It has to live somewhere, okay? So if somebody has it and they stay home, right, and they're getting better and they don't spread it to anywhere else, it dies with them. It's gone. It's over with. So we just have to wait it out, guys. I mean, it sucks. I know it sucks, but we got to wait it out. We got to do what we're supposed to do. We can't go, well, hey, I'm probably not in the group that's going to get sick, because every group is getting sick. I'm telling you, here in San Diego, it's like 20 to 44-year-olds. My wife falls in that category. I fall in the 60 category. So, it's happening. What's Wayne Charles saying? If you would have gone into a store with a mask 3 months ago, they would have arrested you. You're right. You're not allowed to wear a mask in the store. If you go, it's funny because people have like bandanas covering their nose. If you look like a bank robber. Nowadays you're like, oh my gosh, that's a responsible citizen. Look at that. He's got his face covered. Anyhow, let's jump into this, guys. We're going to talk about making money online. I know a lot of you want to do that. It says, so bank robbers are feeling miffed at us copying them. You're funny, Pat. Definitely so. So let's look at this thing. Okay, turn off your distractions just for a little short period of time. We'll be here probably 30, 45 minutes, not long. But I do want to go through some stuff with you. And also, if you stay to the end, some of you have my book. Those of you who don't, I'm going to give you my book on how to find a product to sell online. Because, I've seen so many ads and stuff where you don't even need products to sell. You need something, okay? Unless you sell somebody else's product. So I'm going to give you this book just for hanging out with me today. I'm also going to give you an audio of this book in case you don't want to sit down and read it. Excuse me. So you're going to get that just for showing up today, which I think is pretty cool. Those of you who don't know me, I own one of the largest survival food companies in America right now. We are crushing it, okay? And, we haven't been really the past few years. It's been kind of slow. But obviously, I have like the one product that everybody in the world wants, and that's food. And they want survival food that has a long shelf life, which is exactly what I sell. So, if you were to Google my company, which I think I did a screenshot of that, I'm pretty sure I did, you would get millions of results right now. And we're doing a lot of sales. I mean, lots and lots of sales from every direction. People want to buy our product. And it's funny because I have all these people who are coming to me now going, I want to be a distributor now. I'm like, no, I don't think so. I'm going to stick with the people who stuck with me for all these years. So this is the name of my company. So you guys know I'm not selling you survival food because I'm 6 weeks behind on delivery right now. So I don't need any sales. But if you want to look it up later on, you're welcome to do so. We've been around for 9-10 years, something like that. It originally started off as Survivalcave, and I was selling all kinds of products, and then we started doing food. So with my inventive mind, I added the word food to the same URL I already had. So I own Survivalcave Food. Survivalcave Food, and my picture is not as bright as it could be. There we go. I did a search at the top there. You can see Survivalcave Food, and I did this morning or yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And if you notice, there are 25 million results for the name of my company, which is Survivalcave Food. And I'm telling you this, guys, not to brag, but to tell you that I know how to sell stuff online. So, that's one key thing if you're going to learn, and I have this whole channel is devoted to teaching you guys how to sell stuff online. If you're going to tell somebody how to do something, you should have done it. Alan says, bought from you at the Vegas Gun Show, December of 2017. Okay, that wasn't me. That was one of my retailers, but that was probably my product. I did have a retailer in Las Vegas. So yeah, I appreciate that. And that food is still good, by the way. You can eat it. And there's our results there. So if you search Survivalcave Food, you're going to get an ad. And then the very first result that comes up is our company. And if you notice, it's broken down into canned meats, frequently asked questions, about 28-ounce canned meats. So we know how to do this stuff, guys. This is something I do every day. I sell stuff online. This is not the only product I sell. Like I said, in the end, I will show you how you can get some more training from me if you want it. If you don't want it, no big deal. Don't worry about it. Enjoy the ride and learn some stuff here, okay? You're in the right place. You don't want to be where these people are. This is a hallway at a hospital in New York City. Those are bodies lined up right there, okay? They're loading more bodies into these refrigerated trucks because they've run out of space. I think I read today they had 45 more coming to New York City because they have no place to put bodies. So let's stay indoors, guys. Let's kick coronavirus in the butt right now. Let's just stay indoors. If you're concerned about your future, you should be, and you are in the right place. Your world's going to change. I'm telling you, it's not going to go back to the way it was. Not happening. And I'll give you some proof of that. I'll show you an expert that talks about that today. If you know a guy named Damon John, you're going to hear him speak about that in this training today. So yeah, it's not going away. Not happening. Realize there may be another way of earning a living. Okay. If you realize that there's other ways of making money outside of that job you're on now that may be affected, and I know I would say the vast majority of you guys who have a job have been affected in some way or another. I mean, my company's been affected in as much as we're selling more. That's a rare case. But hair cutters and restaurants and bowling alleys and I mean just so many things are affected. Why do you use bowling alleys as an example? Nobody goes to bowling alleys anymore. Those are never crowded, are they? Do people bowl still, Jessica? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do they? Do they? Okay, we got to bowl at some point. I just don't want to borrow somebody else's shoes. That's my issue, See, I'm a germaphobe, guys. I don't know if you know this. So when something like coronavirus comes around, I'm like, oh, damn. I'm really worried now. So if you want more... Huh?
We were bowling on the cruise.
We did bowl on the cruise. Have you ever tried to bowl on a cruise ship, guys? That's why I messed up so bad, Jessica. It wasn't that I was terrible at it. Okay. So if you want more freedom, you're in the right place. I'm going to show you how to get that. If you want more money but don't have a ton to invest, you're in the right place. Okay. If you want control over your life, right now, I feel a little out of control. I guess I am pretty much in control outside of I can't go anywhere. So, these are things that are going to affect you guys. If you understand that the world will be changed forever, you are in the right place. You certainly are, because it is. Now, I want to share with you a way out of the upcoming predictable downturn, okay? It's already downturned. I mean, it really already has. But I want to talk more about what you can do to protect you and your family, because this is really, we're in survival mode. A lot of us out there, and I'm affected, but not in a bad way this time around, but a lot of folks are really affected. And man, I tell Jessica every day, I said, well, I really feel sorry for this group, or I really feel sorry for that group, or, oh my God, what are these people going to do? And it's like, I heard somebody talking the other day and they were like, well, we're going to start, it was online, of course. We're going to start this petition to where, renters don't have to pay rent, until this whole thing clears up and the economy comes back. I'm like, well, you're not thinking very far because somebody owns that building you're in and they won't have money. And if they don't have money, they can't pay who they owe. It's just messed up. It really is messed up, guys. Let's talk about what we can do, okay? You are probably very similar to me, and I'm assuming that because you're here. Now, this one here may or may not apply to you, but I didn't like my boss, okay? If you don't like your boss, you're similar to me. I started later in life, so I don't know if you're 30 or 40 or 60 or 90. It doesn't matter. I started my business at 50. I didn't have any technical experience. So if you're not real technically inclined, and it sounds crazy. Why would you sell online if you're not technically inclined? Because I learned a few things, and that's all it took. I'm still not real technologically advanced. I was proud of myself today because I put together an opt-in page, and I didn't have to bother my wife constantly on how. I had to ask her a couple of questions, but she's really good at this stuff. So I figured out how to, get you guys this book and this audio by you just opting in at the end, and you can grab it. So if it works, I'm really proud of myself. Okay. I had never sold online before. If you've never sold online before, you're like me. What's Alan saying here? 44% of Americans can't handle a $400 emergency. Alan, you're so right about that because the way I heard that was that the average American has less than a $400 back. Same thing, I guess. Less than $400 of emergency money. Same thing, right? So that's a problem. That's a huge problem for people. And I really feel fortunate that I still have money coming in because I own Survivalcave Food and I have some courses and I do teach people how to make money online. And I think that's a real marketable skill right now. I didn't have any real money to invest though. When I started out, I started with $100. I didn't have a product to sell. There was nothing. So the first thing you got to get is a product. And that's why I'm giving you that book at the end of this training today. So you guys will all have that book and I'm not charging you for it. I think it's like a $15.95 book. And then there's the audio, which I charge for. I'm not charging you anything. You guys can just have it for free. Now I did not have a pandemic when I started. Okay. That was not something that motivated me. But you guys have that motivation, right? You've got a pandemic hanging over your head and you may be going, well, what the crap? What am I going to do now? This is really going to affect me. You get another drink here. And you're right to think that because it is. So what will happen next? This was amazing. The run on toilet paper and paper towels. And I don't know, so many people would say, well, why paper towels and toilet paper? I don't know. I don't want to run out of those two things. Those things are pretty crucial to my life. I totally got it. This is a line outside of Costco. Never seen anything like that in my life. Now, those lines don't look that way now because you have to stand 6 feet apart. So those lines now can stretch for miles. I tried to get Instacart the other day to get a delivery from Costco. Well, the first time I did it, it was fine because I started off early. I saw this thing coming. But I tried to do it since then. You can't even get a delivery. It won't happen. Trader Joe's. When was the last time you saw lines down the street at a Trader Joe's and them unloading pallets and people buying this stuff off the pallets? I mean, it's craziness. I mean, it really is. And food bank trucks are pulling up everywhere. People don't have food. I mean, we are very fortunate because I can literally, put an order in online on Instacart and somebody will bring food to my door. Not everybody has money to do that. Okay. So even though that service is provided out there, I think a lot of people forget people have to go to the store or they don't have that extra money to buy for 2 weeks. It's like, what was he saying here? Alan was saying, if you're down to, $400 is all the savings you've got, you can't buy food for a month. You can't do it. So you have to buy it as you have money coming in. And now if you don't have money coming in, what do? I mean, it's scary. Little picture of the food shelves here. And I thought this was interesting because this is what people did not want. They're like, we'll buy anything on the shelf, but we're not going to buy, what are these, some type of baked beans? I don't know. Somebody sent me some for my lunch today and they messed up my order. I don't like them either. But we're also seeing this, guys. We're seeing people who are healthy. And I read an article this morning about a guy in San Diego. He's a Marine and a healthy guy, in his 30s. And went to the hospital because he had trouble breathing and coughing. And his roommate drove him there. And within 3 hours, they wanted him to go on a ventilator. Now, he did not go on a ventilator. He was fortunate enough to go on oxygen. But this is a healthy Marine. Okay, guys, this is this disease, whatever the heck it is, and I've heard a lot of speculation about where it came from and what it is. But bottom line is, it doesn't respect anybody's age, okay? The only thing you can say for sure is if you're already a little sick, you're going to get a lot sicker, okay? So if you've got some underlying problems, yeah, you could have some issues. But we've never seen stuff like this. I mean, this is insane. These are pictures outside of some hospitals around the world. I mean, look how these people are dressed. This looks to me like a bad movie. I mean, looks like something, and I wrote a book, and you can look it up on Amazon, not trying to sell it to you, but it's called The Great American Food Shortage. And Jessica, if you'd put that in the comments there in case somebody wants it. And if you would comment a little bit with them in there too, Jessica. But The Great American Food Shortage actually is a book I wrote that talks about this happening. Okay, and people thought I was insane when I wrote the book. But, check it out if you want to. No big deal if you don't. But those of you who want to, she's going to put it in the comment section there for you. I saw this headline the other day, and more than 90 major U.S. retailers are temporarily closing stores in an unprecedented move to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Now, in just a second, you're going to hear Damon Johns, from the guy from Shark Tank, his take on these department stores. And when you hear it, you're going to be shocked. I mean, I was shocked. I heard it and I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here's another one here I saw on CNN Business. A 3,000% jump in jobless claims has devastated the U.S. job market. I mean, come on, guys, 3,000% jump. Alan says he's reading my book now. Very cool. Don't let it scare you. It's not meant to scare you, actually. It lets you know what you can do. So what will happen next? They're saying there are things that are going to happen, okay? 13 steps to take if you've lost your job due to coronavirus crisis. But, here's what I picked out of this article right here, guys. Look at this. 20 to 30% unemployment. Can you imagine? I mean, when we had like 2 or 3, 20 to 30% unemployment. And unemployment doesn't just affect the unemployed. Those are people that would spend money in our economy. So like if somebody gets unemployed who wants to buy my survival food and they don't have a job, they can't buy from me. Okay, so this is something that affects all of us. They don't pay into the tax basis. We have fewer fire engines and policemen and, street maintenance. And there's so many things that go into this, guys. And we've got to be proactive. We've got to say, hey, is my picture covering that up? No, okay. I've got to do something different today. And that's what I suggest you do. So what will happen? This is Damon John, guys. And I want to make sure my volume's up so you can hear what he's got to say. Hang on just a second.
Come out of this, can brick and mortar stores survive? Is it possible everybody is just going to do this online?
It's going to be devastating for retail stores, especially those in the middle aspect of the business. If you have your Louis Vuittons, and people are always going to want that experience, and maybe you have your mass such as the Targets and Walmarts, but it's always the middle that gets compressed because the people will go for luxury goods and maybe they'll go shopping for everything when they want to go get their food and everything else. However, middle is going to get compressed, and a lot of people are going to go by the wayside. If they don't make retail stores more like a pop-up store where it's an activation, there's actually no reason to go there anymore.
The country is littered with brick and mortar stores. What happens just physically?
Real estate.
What happens?
Yeah. You're going to have a lot more condominiums and a lot more places for people to live. Aren't you asking yourself the same question I am? How can a regular person live in Manhattan when it's $1 million just to get a small little 1.5 bedroom? Now, the price is going to be compressed, and then you're going to have more real estate open because, I think it's going to be a correction in the market, and people are going to start using that for places for people to live. The number one product I invested in is called Bomba Stocks. It's the number one product in Shark Tank history, and they don't sell to any retail. They sell direct to the customer, and they're the number one brand in Shark Tank history. So that's proof to me that we just don't need retail anymore the way that we used to.
What do these companies do? Can they make the jump to direct sales the way Bombas does? Can they do that now and actually save their company, or how long does that transition take?
I think they can. I think they're going to have a smaller imprint in real estate. They'll be able to renegotiate a lot of those leases they had that were killing them in the first place, that made those goods so expensive. I think they're going to have private shoppers that you're going to be home and they're going to be on Zoom or one of the other platforms privately shopping for you. So I think there's ways for them to adjust, but they have to start doing it sooner than later because they just thought that somehow things were going to get the consumer directly and not have to worry about them walking past the store.
Okay, guys, so he's pretty much an expert, and I didn't mention it, but this is a guy from Shark Tank. I don't know if you ever watched Shark Tank. If you've seen Shark Tank, put it in the comments. Put on there your favorite shark. I don't know. I want to know who your favorite shark is. But they actually contacted me about 3 weeks ago, and they've asked me to bring my company on the Shark Tank show. Now, I don't know if it'll ever go through. You know, I had to fill out paperwork and do a video for them and all that. But the actual executive producer called me of that show and said, hey, I want to have your company. I think it'd be really timely on Shark Tank. And then right as that happened, they closed down the studios. And he says, we may have to film off location. And then right now, they're not filming at all. But that's how popular my company became real quick. I mean, nobody even heard of me. Nobody wanted to talk to me before. I got a call from my school newspaper, and I don't mean my high school, my college, and they're doing an article on me there, and I'm going to be on their website. So I mean, it's like there's interest now in what I do, and I know a lot of people thought I was nuts before. My friends and family are like, survival food, that's stupid. You'll never need that. Well, guess what? You know, it's nice to see, and it's not nice to see, but it is nice to know that I sold survival food to people who can actually get some use out of it now. I mean, I think that's pretty awesome. Now, here's the flip side of all this. Some people will actually be fine, and they're going to prosper, and they're going to do well. They aren't going to have any issues like the rest of the world. What was the saying, Jessica? You said it on Friday, and I forgot it already. Don't let any, what is it?
Don't let a good crisis go to waste.
Don't let a good crisis go to waste. Now, this is not taking it. Thank you so much, Alan. That's very nice of you. I don't know how awesome I'd be because I want a lot of money, and I don't know if they'd go for it. But don't let this situation not present a opportunity for you. Okay, this is an opportunity for you, and this is how you have to look at it. The people who will not prosper are going to go, oh, woe is me, I'm screwed, my life is over with. But you know, with everything that's ever happened in the world, every disaster, every problem, there's been some people that made it good. Okay, and that's what I'm going to try to get in your heads today, is make this thing good for you. Okay, don't let it go down as a horrible thing. I don't want that to happen, okay? And it is going to go down as a horrible thing as far as people die and all that. But what can you do? What can you do to improve your life there? You know, how will you react to this? You know, it's just interesting. Better than potions, lotions, or pills. You're right, buddy. It sure is. Alan's got his right opinion on that. Now, I also saw this article the other day. It's think about all these theme parks. This is SeaWorld. They furloughed more than 90% of its employees over coronavirus epidemic. 90%. So, you know, these are people who are not earning a lot of money. You know, this 90% here is the lower income people. And really, that's what drives the economy, guys. They're the people, that's not a coronavirus cough. My throat was just dry. These are the people that really drive the economy. So it's super important that we have jobs for these people. You know, what do they do? What you do online and how you sell online can have a huge effect. There's another article I found. The coronavirus crisis is creating problems, but it's also creating tremendous opportunities. And it really is, guys. You think about, you know, when I first started Survivalcave Food, I would say 30-40% of our business people would call in and place their order because they didn't want to order online. They were afraid to put the credit card in online. Everybody puts a credit card in online now, right? I mean, everybody does. Occasionally we'll get a phone call, but we don't have to answer the phones much. Have you noticed that, Jessica? I mean, we get so few phone calls, you know? Yeah. Well, we also changed the recording. People are calling to find out where their order was, and now we tell them it's 4 to 6 weeks. But I'm in a really envious position because all my competitors in the United States, I just looked before I did this call, are at 10 to 12 weeks to get food. And that's kind of a false timeline because that means they don't have anything to make it with. You know, they're still taking in money, but they got nothing to sell you. We actually have stuff to sell you. It's just taking me a little bit of time to make the food. So when I started off, this is a picture of how my desk looked. And I thought technology was the answer. I thought, you know, I had to be this high-tech person and really understand everything that's going on and know everything. And I want to also point out this little bottle right here, little bottle of, well, I'll tell you about it later. Just remember that little bottle there. But anyhow, I thought technology was the answer. It's not. It's not. As a matter of fact, what I've done for this training today is I've gone through a list of things that you're going to need to make money online. And I'm going to share them with you. That's 100% free. If you want to get more training in the end, I will offer you that. But what I'm going to give you today is 100% free. What's Alan saying? Over the years, I've tried to get family and friends to prep and do research, but they look at a person as if you're pushing some religion to them. I know. And it's funny, when I was talking to the Shark Tank guy the other day, I said, not prepping is a fad. And remember a few years ago when like doomsday preppers were out and they're like, oh, it's kind of a fad, that's kind of died out. No, not prepping is a fad, because all you got to do is go back about 80 years and all of our grandparents prepped. Why did they do that? Well, because they didn't have a grocery store that was close. They couldn't depend on it. They maybe, they wanted fresh, healthy food. They didn't want stuff that was prepared, so they always prepped. I mean, if you go back generation after generation after generation, everybody had cellars and basements, and they always stocked enough food for the year, because what if the crops didn't come in? Now it's actually happened. What I wrote in that book has actually happened. You can't go to the grocery store. Now what? Now what? So you're going to see a resurgence in businesses where, seed sales and plant sales where people can grow stuff in their yard. They're going to go back to that. The farmers markets are picking up. When I started, it was 2009. I was a single dad raising my two kids. That's me and my two kids. And that was actually before then, because they were about 8 and 12 at that time. How about that cool mustache? Is that cool or what? Okay. And this is what they look like now. This is them then. Okay. And this picture of my daughter I'm going to show you is 3 months old, because she's got twins in that belly right there. Those twins have since come out. That's Owen and Adam. And they are now out, and they were, what are they, about 2-3 months old now, aren't they? Yeah. 3 months. Yeah. And I was going to go see them in May. I've got my tickets all bought, but who knows if I can do it. And that little boy there that's on my arm now looks like this little boy here. That's my little boy there. Him and his wife are graduating from nursing school. How about that? Next month. And you know what? They've both already got multiple job offers. No kidding. No kidding, right? Oh my God, Alan. If it's easy to do, it's easy not to do. You are a Jim Rohn fan. I know where that came from, buddy. If it's easy to do, it's easy not to do. That's the apple eating thing. And you're right, man. You're so right. I love that guy. I love Jim Rohn. I had no technical experience. Okay. So if you guys don't have technical experience, I'm down with that. It's cool. Don't worry about it. I had never sold anything online. So if you haven't done that, don't say, oh my God, this has been going on for years. I don't know anything about selling stuff online. Don't worry. Calm down. Okay. I only had about 20 or 30 minutes a day to spend on my online business, because I was working a lot of hours, 6-7 days a week. So I couldn't, and I had the two kids, and I was a single dad. Okay. I didn't have a list. Okay. So I didn't have people I could email. I didn't have any following. I mean, nobody knew who JR was. I didn't even have any money to invest. Okay. So, I mean, I was really, I like I told you earlier, I put $100 on a credit card to get started. So I don't know your situation, but you will be amazed what you can do with very little money resources. I literally started with $100. And that $100 grew into millions of dollars in sales. I mean, it really did. Let's see here. I'm going to read a couple of these comments here. The people that laughed at me before are begging me now. I know. They think I prepped to give it all away. Yeah, you can't buy ammo now. I talked to somebody about that. You can't find ammo anywhere now, But by the way, if you're going to prep and you're going to store food, make sure you got ammo, because you got to protect that food. I've had people say, oh, well, if anything ever happens like that, I'll just come take yours. I'm like, oh no, I bought the gun before you did. You didn't take anything from me. So what I did, guys, for you is I put together the critical steps. There are critical steps. I've been through them now. Okay. I've been doing this for years. I've sold millions of dollars of products online, both digital and physical. And I figured out there were steps. And I also figured this out because I've been training people for the past 4 or 5 years on how to make money online. If they follow these steps, which I'm going to give to you right now, if they followed these steps, they would get good results too. What do you know? Makes sense. So let's check out the steps. Here's the secret steps. You're welcome to write these down. I'm going to go through each individual one. I'm going to show you some ways you can get more training on each one. The very first step is what? You need a product. Got to have something to sell. Okay. Now, I told you in the beginning of this training, I'm going to give you my book, okay? You don't have to buy it. It's going to be free. I'll give you the link at the end, and you can just download the book. You can download the audio. You'll have that part. So that part's handled, okay? It's handled. Next thing you need is you need to learn to set up your business online. There is a certain process that you need to go through to set up an online business. You can't do this haphazardly or you're going to lose money, okay? The next thing is you need to see how others have succeeded to copy their success. So I'm also going to show you businesses that I've trained and how you can see how all that's done too. So you'll have all that. You also need to be able to start with little money. I think the biggest sign that somebody is going to fail is when they actually start an online business and they've got a ton of money. How about that? If you've got a ton of money, your odds of failing are much greater than if you don't have much money. Because if you don't have much money, you're going to start to learn to do things yourself. If you start an online business, oh my God, and you start paying people, they're going to rip you off. I'm telling you, because most of these people that are going to do things for you, if they were any good at it, they wouldn't be doing stuff for other businesses. They'd be doing it for themselves. You need to learn how to do advertising, okay? Now, you may not want to do this, but I've got a way for you to do it, and I'll show you how you can learn to do that too. And you need ongoing training. Even if you got all this stuff set up, you're going to run into problems, you're going to run into issues, you're going to need answers to questions. You need all 6 of these. So let's run through them real quick. First one, you need a product. Duh. You can't sell something if you don't have something. Well, I guess you can. You could do affiliate marketing. So yeah, I guess you could. But I'm going to help you guys out. I'm going to give you this book at the end. I'll give you a link. You can get it, download it free. Doesn't cost you a dime. No credit card required. Plus, you're going to get the free audio. Next thing you need is you need to learn to set up your business. Now, I put together a course called Digital Cash Academy. It's one of the best-selling courses ever on ClickBank. And I'm going to show you today how you can actually get that course for free. It has a retail value of $13,761. I'm going to show you how you can get it for free. You don't pay anything for it. Does that sound good? If you like that, let me know in the comments because that will be free. Let's see. Ralph, what's Ralph got to say? Let me check out some of these comments over here. I make my own ammo too. Keep it in different locations along with other stashes. I do the same. I don't make my own, but I do have different stashes. The people that laughed at me, yep. So, guys, there's some people on here that are intelligent because they prepared. People are worried about like being a fool. And the same thing with starting an online business. Like, well, I don't want to start that because what if I fail? I'll look bad. Well, who cares? Who cares what people think? Who cares what people think? I guarantee a lot of people are not going to care as much as they used to. When I'm done with this training today, like I said, I'll show you a way you can get more training. And I do charge for it. It's not free. But I'm going to tell you all these steps here. So if you don't want to get it from me, you can get it from somebody else. But make sure you do these steps, okay? Digital Cash Academy will help you set up your entire business from I don't know anything all the way on through, okay? It's a really good course. Next thing, it's gonna have all the parts to setting up your business, okay? It is said to be one of the best selling and most in-demand e-commerce courses ever offered on ClickBank, okay? Now, who can this course work for? Well, in fact, it works even if you failed in the past because there's reasons that you failed if you've tried to have an online business. And this covers those reasons and it says, don't do this, do that. This is not theory, guys. I've already done it. I just put it in a course and I'm handing it to you. And that course is free, okay? Free. I'll show you how at the end. When you get to the sales page for this particular course, there it is. I took a screenshot of it. Total value, $13,761 for that particular course. But I'm going to show you how to get it for free. All right. Oh, yep, that's for free. That's what I put up there. So we don't worry about that price. Now, this is inside the course itself. And what I'd like to do is just kind of walk you around this course real quick so you can see what you're getting. Even though you're getting it for free, you still want to know what it is. So I'm going to try to play this little video I did. Let's see here. Okay, so these are all the different modules here. I didn't record any audio, but I just want to show you what's in every one of these modules. These are all training videos on all these different subjects, from campaigns to emailing people, to outsourcing work if you want to do that, to page building, to Instagram, to just everything you can imagine. Cart abandonment, how things work, weekly coaching calls. That is all built into this course that I'm going to give you for free. Okay, so that's pretty cool stuff. Now let's move on to the next one here. All right, so the next thing I'm going to give you, which I think is super cool, covers number 3. You need to see how others have succeeded. Now, what's the best way to do that? See those businesses getting trained, okay? So I did some private recordings where I actually brought businesses into a room. We sat down and we went through all the steps they needed to do to market their stuff online, okay? And I put those into an actual course. These are my VIP private trainings I conducted with real businesses, okay? This is not fakey stuff. This is real stuff. It's me teaching internet marketing secrets, okay? I taught plumbers and dentists and counselors, writers, many more people, all kinds of different people. But they all had different businesses. but they had one thing in common. They all wanted to sell online what they had to offer. Okay, because they got it. It's like these department stores that don't really sell online. They don't have an online presence. They don't get it. They're going to be out of business. They wanted to get real results, and they weren't able to do it on their own. So since I'd already done it, they came to these meetup groups, and I taught them how to do it. And now you can get access to all these private trainings. You can get it absolutely free. I put all of these mastermind trainings into a course that I named the Webcash Academy. Okay, that's the Webcash Academy right there. And this particular course is a $324 a year course. You're going to get it for free, okay? And I'll show you how at the end of this. And this is inside that particular course. You can see the modules are set up pretty much the same way. You can see each module up here, failures and successes, office setup. I mean, everything that you're going to need, how to pick products. What's this one here? Manufacturing, wholesale, retail, website mistakes. Everything you need. And that's me in the classroom, and you'll actually see recordings like that. And you'll also get recordings, screenshots where I'm teaching you how to do stuff, okay? And that's absolutely free. I'm not going to charge you for it. Now, if you want to get it today, it would cost you $324 a year every single year from this point forward. However, I'm going to give it to you absolutely free, and you'll never have to pay a dime for it. If you like that, put that in the comments section over there. And Jessica's going to be monitoring that. So put it in the comments section if you like getting free things. Do you like getting free things? Free is nice, okay? All right, so number 4, I told you, you need to be able to start with a little bit of money, okay? You can't start this business with a lot of money because it's going to hurt you, because you're going to pay people and they're going to rip you off. That's what's going to occur, okay? So I want to give you another one of my courses on drop shipping. Now, the reason drop shipping is so cool, guys, is because you don't have to buy any products. You list them on your site, and once somebody buys them, they pay you, and then the drop shipper, you give the order to the drop shipper, they ship it out to that particular customer for you. Okay, so let's see here. Somebody's saying, I'm really just looking for something I can sell on eBay, maybe Amazon too. I will tell you, Amazon and eBay is not the best place to do it anymore. They're going to charge you fees out the yin yang, and it's hard to compete. So, but also ask me some of these questions at the end, because I definitely want to answer these questions. I'm going to have a Q&A at the very end. So drop shipping is important. So you need training in drop shipping. Now, some people say, well, I don't know if I want to do drop shipping, if I want to have my own site. Why not both? Why not have both? I do. Okay. I drop ship for other people. I've drop shipped products. I have digital products. I have physical products. Why not have all these avenues of money coming in? You don't have to select one. Okay. So with zero money invested in inventory, you can use my course. And this means that you could offer hundreds or even thousands of products for sale. Okay. Without ever having to invest a single penny of your own. That's the cool part. And that's in this course called Ecom Road. This is another course that I want to give you, okay? And it has a retail value of $297, but you can get it for free. I'll show you how in just a second. All right, so let's take a look inside of Ecom Road real quick. It's another course I designed. And it's set up the same way as some of the other courses you're going to have access to. It's a welcome there. All your different lessons in here, Shopify. Now, this is all based on Shopify. Okay, so if you've ever heard of Shopify, this is the thing that lets you set up a Shopify store that works. If you haven't heard of Shopify, you Google it and you'll see what I mean. It's one of the largest online dropshipping platforms there is. So now you've got this store you can build, and you can integrate it with your drop shippers. So when you get an order in, you just click accept and it sends it to the drop shipper. You don't have to type anything in. Okay. So what you guys are doing by getting training like this is you're skipping over some of the steps that I had to learn. Now keep in mind, this is a $297 course. I'm also going to give it to you for free. You get a drink here. You'd be surprised how much water you drink when you talk constantly. Maybe that's why I drink so much water, honey. All right, now this is going to be your go-to resource, guys. This is going to be the one course out of all of them that when you're working on Shopify, you're going to keep going back to it and keep going back to it because it answers a lot of those questions. Now, it's going to help you sell millions of dollars of e-commerce products online. I know this for a fact because people are already doing it, okay? You can get answers to your e-commerce questions and also have a resource 24/7 to move you forward because that's what you're going to need. And I'm also going to show you how you're going to get other resources. You need to learn how to set up your business, okay? Now you may be thinking at this point that all of this sounds great and you want in, okay? You want to get all this free stuff, but now I'm really going to blow your mind, okay? Watch this. What if you could have all the customers you ever wanted? So number 5 is you need to learn how to do advertising. Let's see here. Ralph says, I have never dropshipped anything before. You know what? You can start. It's not hard. It's not hard. I mean, my survival food, I would say we drop ship a good 90, maybe 85% of that food for other people who sell my food. Like if you Googled Survivalcave food, you'll find thousands of places you could buy it. I'm the one shipping it out. I'm the guy. Okay. And you don't realize the volume we're doing, guys, because I'm just a guy on YouTube talking to you right now. But I'm telling you, we're doing some volume. Are we doing volume, Jessica?
So much volume.
So much volume. I mean, big money, guys.
Very thankful.
Millions of dollars. But I want to treat you guys to this because it's like you could do the same stuff. You know, I can't sit in Starbucks anymore, but that's where I normally would go to work. I would sit in Starbucks and I would watch these people hurrying in and hurrying out, and they got their ties on, and they're all dressed up to go work for somebody else and make those person's dreams come true. And they weren't. They were just hurrying. You know, they barely had time for their coffee. And I used to watch them yell at the baristas, I've been here 3 minutes and you still haven't got my coffee ready. I got to get to work. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to be that uptight. I don't want that. Do you want that? You probably don't. So how are we going to get advertising? What if these customers exactly match the products and niche you decided on? That would be cool, right? They not only were motivated to buy, but they had the money to buy today. What if you had customers like that? Okay. That would be like cash on demand, which is pretty cool. That would be a beautiful thing, right? And I have customers like that right now. Jessica has customers like that right now because she runs ads for her products. Well, I've got great news for you because here's the deal. You can have all the qualified, motivated customers you want lining up to throw cash at you. How? It's simple. By using Facebook ads. It's that simple. Now, you're like, wait a second. But you may be thinking that Facebook ads are hard. You've heard all these terrible things. They're difficult to understand. They're expensive. What if I told you that there is a way to do Facebook ads and be successful almost every single time? That's kind of insane, right? A way to test your ads with a budget of $5 a day. As a matter of fact, to this day, no matter how much we spend, do you ever start your ads with anything more than $5, Jessica?
No.
Never.
No, I don't.
Never. Because we do testing first, okay? And I'll show you how to do all that. And then be able to scale them up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars a day. And I know because I'm taking in that now, right now, okay? And make a handsome profit on them too. That's the other key is some people know how to run an ad, get some sales, can't make a profit. You know, that's a problem. I have to be honest with you. When I first tried Facebook ads, I failed in a big way. I did not do well at all, okay? Not do well. I almost never got a profitable return on my ad spend. And then the few ads that I did, you know, make a few sales, start making some money, and they started to look promising, would quickly die out and quit working as soon as I increased my ad spend. So this didn't work, okay? And I was really frustrated, I got to tell you, because I saw other people doing it. I saw other people making money, and I was like, nah, what are they doing? So maybe you can relate to this. Maybe you've been through some of these frustrations, or maybe, you know, maybe you've been too scared to lose money and you just haven't even run any ads. You didn't do it, okay? Maybe you've tried running ads, lost money. I've seen a lot of people like that. Either way, I've got great news for you. The fact is that there is a way to succeed at Facebook ads. There must be, right? Look how big the company is. You know, the company didn't get that big because ads don't work, okay? I stumbled on a process that allows me to test my images, okay? So we don't worry about the ad yet. We're just looking at the images to millions of people for just $5 a day. Then I know in advance if the ads will work long before I ever spend money on conversion ads, okay? That's pretty cool, right? I mean, if you know what pictures they're going to click on and you can test it for $5, that's cool. Okay, so I've used this secret process along with several other secret techniques to get successful results over and over and over again. Would you like to know what it is? No matter what the product is, no matter what I don't care what the product is, it's irrelevant, okay? No matter what the niche is, doesn't matter what the niche is. No matter if the ads for the product have previously failed, doesn't matter. They work for me and they made me a profit because of these secret discoveries, okay? I took everything I learned about Facebook ads and I put these secret processes into a simple and easy to follow course. And I called it, what I call it? Facebook Ads University. What else would I call it, right? I'm not affiliated with Facebook whatsoever. They probably don't even know I have a course, okay? I'm just showing you how to do Facebook ads. So I'm not affiliated with them, okay? I have nothing to do with Facebook. All right, so that's Facebook Ads University. Facebook Ads University has a retail value of $27,000. Why? Well, because it comes with all this software. It comes with 4 pieces of software that helps you automate all this stuff, okay? And you can get it for free. Now, I admit, I'm proud to share that Facebook Ads University comes with this first software here called Audience Analyzer, and it actually helps you find audiences to target your ads to. And that's the key to Facebook ads, is you got to get your ad in front of the right person. Remember when I said, wouldn't it be cool to have it in front of somebody who was motivated to buy, who wanted to buy, who had the money to buy? This software helps you do that, okay? Fan Page Analyzer. This allows you to go into Facebook real time, look at the fan pages or the corporate pages of your competitors and see exactly what they're doing. How helpful would that be if you had a successful competitor? And this is a campaign spy tool. This helps you actually go into Facebook, look at your competitors' ads and figure out which ones are working. How about that? Okay. Then you could do similar ads, right? And then here's your ad creator tool. You know, you don't need Photoshop and you don't need all these fancy softwares that create these ads, because once you got it, they're too complicated to use anyhow. So we developed the software that has templates for ads, and it comes along with the course that you can get for free. And it actually will design the ad for you, make it the right size. You can export it to Facebook. It integrates, boom, you're done. Okay. So you get all these softwares with that training. Now, my course has been called one of the most complete and comprehensive Facebook ads courses available. Okay. It has a total value of software and training of $27,000. You're going to get this on top of everything else. Okay. And you're going to get it for free. Okay. So let's take a look inside real quick and check it out. It's set up the same way as the other courses. It tells you about why you should use Facebook ads. It has masterminds in here. It's got all the insights on how to start and stop ads and how to, increase your ads, the anatomy of ads and funnels. And some of this may be, excuse me, over your head right now. But once you go through here, you're going to get it. And you're not going to have to worry about it. And I've got all my masterminds in there too, guys, which are private. Then I have a bonus section in here too. Then the conclusion, and then there's all the software that I talked about that you're going to get with it. It's built into the course. So all you got to do is click on it and access that particular software, which is pretty cool stuff. So remember my desk? Remember my desk? There was a bottle right here. Okay. Remember this? See that bottle right there? This is a generic version of Prevacid because I was so stressed out in the beginning that I was eating these things every single day. I was stressed out about everything because I wasn't making any money. I didn't know how to do this stuff. It was frustrating. And I'll tell you why it really frustrated me, because I would see people making money and they didn't look any smarter than me. They looked like regular people. I mean, what the heck? Why can't I do it, right? I stayed stressed out though, I got to tell you guys. Before I discovered all these techniques, I was always worried, okay? I worried about credit card payments. I worried about being able to spend enough time with my kids. I was a single dad, I was all they had. I worried about my rent. Okay. I worried about, my car payments. I worried about electric bills. I worried about gas bills, not being able to travel. Now that's kind of a taboo thing. It's funny, but that was one of my concerns, and I have traveled a lot now. So that's a pretty cool thing. Heck, I wasn't really enjoying life. And every now and then we kind of got to just step back and go, is this it? This is what I'm going to do? I'm going to work a job. And if I'm lucky, I'll live to retirement. And if I'm lucky, I'll have some retirement, and that retirement will be, 40 or 50% of what I was making. And if I'm lucky, I can spare down or carve down all my expenses and live on a shoestring and not be able to go anywhere or do anything. And then I'll die. I mean, really? It doesn't sound like a good plan, right? So I didn't enjoy life. I hated that. The truth is I was just kind of getting through life. And I've heard people say, how you doing today? And they would reply back, I'm hanging in there. Oh my God, you're hanging in there. That's what, somebody who's dying of bone cancer laying on the bed, or in the hospital with coronavirus doing. They're hanging in here. You're lucky. You're alive. You can walk, you can breathe. But if you do nothing with that, if you don't invest in yourself and try to do something, it doesn't matter. Now, the total of all that stuff I want to give you is $46,382, in case you're not adding it up. It's a lot. Let's see here. Ralph says, I build custom guns offline. Supply is a problem now. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So you need to switch. You need to pivot. Right? Sell other stuff, right? And there's other things you can sell. So guys, you don't have to pay for this. At the time of this, I had 187 spots available to get this, of these $46,382 offers available for free. So I want to give you two more things for free, okay, before I close this out. And it has to do with number 6 there that I told you in the beginning. You're going to get ongoing support, okay? That's what you need. And I mean serious support to where I really help you out. The one thing I noticed about people who got training through courses is that they usually needed more help. Okay. I know I always have questions. Fortunate because I have a tech genius that I'm married to, and if she doesn't know something, she'll figure it out. I mean, she just will. She's really, really smart in that area. But she's very lucky because she's married to a marketing genius, and I can help her market her stuff. So, we can help each other, and that's the way it should be. Let's see. I'm just going to read a couple of these comments here. I'm going to probably hit some of them at the end here, too, because I want to go through this. Usually, you're going to need more help. Now, these people would have questions and they would need to get quick answers. And I don't mean, type an email and then 2 weeks later, somebody may answer it on some thread in some frequently asked question thing. I'm talking about if I'm working on something in 24 hours, I need to get an answer. Okay. If they got stuck, they'd get discouraged, they'd give up. So I also want to give you help in 2 additional forms. When you join something I have called the Inner Circle. Okay. And that's my pitch. This is about as strong as it's going to get, guys. You're going to get exclusive access to my private Facebook group for Inner Circle members only, okay? This is a screenshot of the group, and in deference to time, I won't get into it, but this is what the group looks like, and there's all kinds of people in there that you can get answers from, including us, okay? And I also want to give you personal help. So I want to make sure you have direct access to me on a regular basis, not just my staff, but to me. So I'll be doing live coaching calls every 2 weeks. If you join the Inner Circle, every couple of weeks, I'm going to do a coaching call. Now, I've been doing them weekly because I'm trying to help out more people. And we've even got some coaching call folks in this call right now. And I appreciate you being here. And you know how helpful it is. It does help. That's me doing a coaching call. Why I have this picture in here, I have no clue. But anyhow, that's me doing a coaching call. Now, this is another $2,500 value, but you're going to get it for free. Now, these are special calls exclusively for my Inner Circle members. You can actually submit your work to me to review. So if you're working on a web page or whatever, you can send me your sales copy if you want. I'll look at it. You can send me your product links. Okay. So if you got some products that you're doing drop shipping on, I'll take a look at them for you. You can send me your emails if you're having trouble with emails. Anything you want reviewed, and then I'll go over it live with you on one of these calls, okay? So, as I do these calls, you can submit your stuff, and I make these calls into training sessions. You can even join me on screen in these calls so we can talk live. You'll get my feedback and that of others on the call too, which is really pretty cool. What if you can't be on the calls when I do them? And not everybody can show up when I want to be. So it's usually at 11 o'clock on Fridays, Pacific Daylight or Pacific Standard Time. I finally determined what the difference in those two are, Jessica. And all my emails have been wrong because they said PST, and this is PDT right now. We're on PDT, Pacific Daylight Time. She's like, I know what they are. I just ignored those mistakes. Okay, so it's no problem because I'll post them after the call so you can listen at your convenience. So if you do miss one of these calls, you can still listen to it. Tourism says, this is genius. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Very kind words. So by now, you're probably wondering why I'm giving away all of this valuable training. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? There's got to be an ulterior motive. There is. I'm not going to lie to you. When you join my Inner Circle, okay, right there, you're going to get access to all that software, all those videos, all that training just for joining my Inner Circle. It cost considerably less than $46,000, though. I will tell you that. So let's take a look at all you're getting for free first, then I'll tell you what it costs. If you want to get in, fine. If you don't, no big deal. I'm going to have Q&A at the end, and you feel free to ask me some questions. I'm here to help you out. It's a Sunday evening. Neither one of us are hungry yet, so we've got some time. You get all this when you join the Inner Circle. You're going to get Digital Cash Academy with a value of $13,761. You're going to get Web Cash Academy, has a value of $324 a year. You're going to get Ecom Road, has a value of $297. You're also going to get Facebook Ads University, which has a value of $27,000. I mean, it's got 4 pieces of software that go with it, guys. Well worth it. Facebook Inner Circle Group, you're going to have access to that. That's worth $2,500. My Inner Circle bi-monthly calls, you get access to that. Has a value of $2,500 for a total value of $46,382. And you don't have to pay that. Not necessary. Okay? You're going to get it all for free for joining my Inner Circle. Okay? That's $46,382. If I haven't said that number enough yet, right? Why? It's a blatant bribe. I told you it was. I told you up front it's a blatant bribe because I want you to join my Inner Circle. I'm building the Inner Circle right now, but I've got a special thing I'm going to do for you guys. Okay? If you join my new Inner Circle coaching program, okay, This here, look at the emblem. Isn't it pretty? Spend all that time on that emblem. You got to get in there. You're going to have these live video conferences. You can get your site reviewed. My goodness, you can get help with your offer. You can tweak your copy, improve your sales process. Anything you need, we actually do it together, okay? Live, which is cool, every other week. Now, I actually have been doing it every week, but I'm going to tell you every other week in case I ever have to miss one. I think I've missed one in, 2 years, 3 years? Yeah, I don't miss too many of them. In all of these trainings, you get to look over my shoulder as I teach you step by step. Look, I stay on top of this stuff because I do it every single day. I'm selling products every day online. Who is training people that's actually doing it? Not many people. I'm constantly showing you what's working and how I'm creating extra revenue and where the best traffic sources are. Working with me is like getting an up-to-date field report from the front line all the time. I mean, all the time. I'm constantly doing this. In these trainings, you'll be looking over my shoulders as I test new offers, create new campaigns, I write new ads, sales letters, and I grow money, okay? There's a lot to be learned, but there's a lot of money to be made. And what's your alternative right now? Your alternative is maybe to go back to a job that'll be there, or maybe it won't, okay? I'm going to show you how to model what I do in your business, but do it fast, okay? We don't have a lot of time for this. You know, we don't want something that's going to take you years to build right now. We need to make money right away. The only other way to get this information would be if you worked in my office, shoulder to shoulder with me, and because of social distancing, we can't do that. And you did it every day. It's the only way you'd get better information, I guess. So you're probably wondering about the cost. I want to go over that with you real quick. As a member, you get everything. Everything I've mentioned, you're going to get free, okay? All you got to do is pay a membership fee to be part of it, to get access to all these things. You're going to get the live video conferences. You're also going to be getting Web Cash Academy. You're going to be getting Ecom Road, Digital Cash Academy, Facebook Ads University, my private group, okay, for $397 a month. But wait, guys, guess what? I'm not going to charge you $397 a month. Why? Because it's coronavirus day. We got to do less. All right, we're going to do it for only $197 a month. Now, if this is something that interests you, now I'm going to do some Q&A, and I'm not doing a hard close at all. I'm just saying, hey, it's here, and I put a lot of work into it, probably worth $197. You'll want to go to bit.ly/IC-special. Okay, that's inner circle -special. So, and I'm going to leave that on the screen so you guys have access to that. This is what you see when you get there. When you click that link, you're going to be at a ClickBank page that looks just like this. You put in your credit card information right there. You go ahead and hit pay now, and you're going to be in the group, and you will instantly have access to this stuff, okay? And then we're going to dole out all this information so you can learn it in a timely manner. All right, there's no contract. You can cancel this anytime you want, okay? You do not have to pay for a year or 6 months. If you say, hey, don't ever bill me again, I won't do it, okay? Plus, you're going to get the benefit of all the training and never had to pay the retail price. And it is at that link right there, which is bit.ly/IC-special. In fact, you got all of the training for free, okay? Because you're only paying the 1 month there and you got all that training. That's a pretty good deal. The gifts I'm giving you today are worth $46,382. That's $46,382 worth of training for free just for becoming a member today, okay? You're going to get access to all that. And me, okay? I'm going to be around with you, okay? We may be social distance for a while. I may have to help you online. Now let's talk about the membership investment. Okay, that $197 for a second, because you know it like I said, it's $197 a month. It's not prohibitively expensive, but it's enough to keep the freebie seeking knuckleheads at bay. Okay, because you always get that person going, well, I just want to get everything free. You know, well, I worked really hard at this. Okay, I don't just give away everything free. I give away a lot free. I mean, if you're on my channel and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button, turn on notifications. Hit the bell, right? Turn on all notifications. You got to do that. I forgot to say that in the beginning. But, you know, I sell to a smaller portion of the people that are really serious. The rest of them can get my free stuff. That's fine. But for the right person, and you know this better than me, membership should pay you. Okay? In other words, you should get a whole lot more back than what you spend. Can I guarantee that? No, because I don't even know if you're going to work. But I can guarantee you this. If you work, your odds are good. Real good that you're going to get results, okay? Now, think about this for a second. Would it be worth $197 to have me create a marketing campaign for your business this month? Think about that. Would it be worth it? Just set that aside for a second. Do you think that if you deployed a campaign I created, I made this campaign for you, you'd get positive return on your investments? What do you think? What do you think? If you're like most people, you'd tell me you probably pay for your membership several years over with just the proceeds of one campaign. Now, you probably tell me that everything else after that one campaign would just be gravy, which is cool, right? I want to make this an absolute no-brainer for you. I really do, okay? Plus, I take a lot of pride in helping members win big. Think about it this way. Just think about it this way for 1 second. Would it be worth $197 for you to come spend an entire month looking over my shoulder and seeing what I do every day? Think that'd be worth $197? I've generated millions of dollars online, and I am right now. Having me walk you through every ad, every email, every sales letter. That's exactly what I do in these courses that you'll get, okay? Personally, showing you what's working best and helping you deploy them in your business. Here's something else to consider. I really want you to think about this for a second. Would it be worth $197 to jump online with me twice a month, which is what I do in the calls, and have me review your marketing? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, okay? That's what we do in the live video conferences. So you can submit your stuff and we can actually go over your stuff in front of everybody, all right, or privately. Plus, you can see your fellow members and get ideas from what's working for them as well. So you get access to all that for $197, okay? If any of those scenarios sound like they might be valuable, this is a no-brainer. I mean, it just seriously is, guys. And that's why you should accept my bribe and become a member today. Yeah, it's a bribe. I'm going to give you all this stuff. I got to get something, right? Remember, there's no contract, guys. You can cancel at any time. If you want to join for a month and, learn what you can learn in a month, that's fine, okay? I think you'll find that you won't want to leave, though. Plus, you're going to get access to all my trainings while you're a member. And here's something about the cost of the membership. I want you to think about this for a second, guys. If you do the math, it's just $6.56 per day, okay? Now, I did a search on Google for what you can buy for $6.56 a day. I was curious. Here's what you can buy. I couldn't even really find much. I found an app for McDonald's, okay? And I found a quarter pounder with cheese for $5.29. But if you make it a combo, it goes up to $7.99. So we still weren't below that $6.56 per day. You can get a Big Mac for $4.99. Once again, once you hit the combo up, $7.59. Okay? Bottom line is, which would you rather have? Okay? A greasy processed burger and the poor health that follows, which is what you'll get. Okay? These guys here are enjoying, aren't they? Or the best business internet marketing training that you could generate cash for years to come. Which would you rather have? I mean, let's face it, $6.56 isn't going to break you. I know that. But the work we do together can literally change your business and make your life better. And I'll tell you, when I started out, I found some people who were good and I paid them and I learned stuff from them. I did the same thing. I didn't want to go figure it out all on my own. In the first, first 12 months, we did over $1 million, or 24 months? 24 months. We went over $1 million because I paid some people to learn some stuff. I mean, that's what it is. Find somebody who's doing it. That's how you learn. I mean, a doctor didn't go out and say, let me practice on the first 1,000 people that come along. No, I think I'll go to medical school and have them teach me stuff. Okay. You can't, if you just go out there and practice, you'd have a lot of issues. Okay. Accept my generous bribe today and become a member of my exclusive group. You'll be part of a small group of high performers across multiple industries that share valuable information the rest of the world basically never discovers, okay? You'll discover the latest cutting edge marketing strategies and tactics before your competitors know what hit them. I mean, it's really, really that cool. And I'm really glad I put this together too, because it's helped so many people. We have members in there now that are getting incredible results. And I hadn't even really announced it much lately. And I thought, I'd do some training and show people where they can get this. You'll be able to take fresh new techniques that are created and personally tested by me, okay? And you can plug them into your business every single month. So you'll also be able to connect with me and your fellow members every other week, live on video conferences, okay? That is me doing another training. I picked some of the strangest ones for training. Anyhow, you can get your questions answered and problems solved, okay? Now, accept my offer and become a member today, okay? That's my hard pitch. We've got to do something, guys. If you're affected by this coronavirus thing, you got to do something you got to do, right? Remember, you're under no obligation to remain a member and you can cancel at any time, okay? And you will have had access to all this valuable, needed training, okay? In that period of time, whatever it is that you're a member. In your first month alone, you could get enough value to pay for years of membership. Imagine the effect all of these trainings will have on your business. Imagine the positive and profitable effect all of my courses will have on your business and life. Okay? Here's something you're really going to be happy about. These trainings are not about just getting big. Okay? I don't want to be big, okay? And hiring lots of people and having a big team and lots of overhead. I don't want any of that, okay? This says I 4 times my business. It's like 10 times right now because of coronavirus in the past like 4 months. And my team actually got smaller, okay? We operate with a small team, but we generate millions of dollars. Wouldn't you rather do that, or do you just want a bunch of people you got to manage? I don't want that. This means less headaches for me, and I'll show you how I did it. So if this is what you'd like to see happen in your life and your business, this training is for you, okay? I'm giving you all of this effective training and coaching to make your membership valuable and irreplaceable as possible. And I want you to look at this and go, this is the deal, man. This is the deal. It's really important to me when you join my inner circle that you think this is the best single investment you'll ever make in your business. So you're going to get all this. These are all the things I shared with you: Digital Cash Academy, Web Cash Academy, Facebook Ads University, Ecom Road, private group, private coaching. You're going to get all of that, okay? All you got to do is accept this offer and become a member today of my inner circle. It's really, really that simple, guys. You go to bit.ly /IC-special. That's all you got to do, okay? So we're up to Q&A time, Jessica. Let's do that now. Guys, any questions you have, and I'm going to scroll back through here to see what I missed. Oh my gosh, got all kinds of stuff here. Post your questions in that chat section. Some people have sent in questions, so Jessica's going to hit me with some of those. Jessica, why don't you hit me with 1 or 2 of those questions that you've got now?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Margaret in Omaha, Nebraska says, what is the best product to sell and how do I figure it out?
The best product to sell is really going to be dependent upon what the market wants. Margaret's asking me that question. And to figure out what the market wants, you have to have a guide to do that. And oh yeah, I want to also give them the link to get this book. So let me get you that link, guys. I promised you this book just for sitting here today. And I want to, there it is. Okay. Let me find that link, guys. It is. And Jessica, if you could type it in, that would be awesome.
Can't put links.
I know. Just tell them to put .com afterwards. Yeah. It is bit.ly /CV-IC-book. And guys, she's going to put that in the comments section. You have to add .com to it because they won't let us put a URL in there.
There is no .com on that, and it won't link it.
It won't let you put it. Okay, I need to put it on my screen somehow. Let me see what I can do here, guys. I'm going to get it on the screen for you. Okay, I'll copy it, and then I'm going to go back to my other screen. I promised you this book, and you going to get it. You are going to get it. I'm going to put it right here. I think that looks like a good spot for it. All right, text box right there. Boom, there it is. All right, I'm going to put this in red, guys. It's going to be right below the inner circle link. And there it is. Make sure you guys can see it, and it's on the screen. And guys, put in there if you can see that, because on my end, I don't know if you can see it or not. So just, make sure you just put in there I can see it or whatever. Let's see here. Where should we buy our products? Well, here's the cool thing. This is from Pansies. With products and where you should buy them, you shouldn't buy any products. And in my course, I show you how to sell products without investing in inventory. That is the whole key. What you want to do is you actually want to, and let me get this back up on the screen here. You actually want to do drop shipping in the beginning, so you don't put money out for inventory, okay? You don't put up money out for inventory. I think that's up there on the screen now, and they can see it okay, which is cool. What other questions we got over there, Jessica?
Omar in the UAE says, Thank you so much for doing this. Finally, there's a way to get training in all of the areas instead of just one. I love the support after we get started. I'm signing up right now.
Well, that's good to hear. But you know what he said is really important, guys. And here's the important thing: there's a lot of areas. If you get some training on, I don't know, how to sell on eBay, or if you get some training on how to do an ad, you know, those are both good, but you need them all. You know, you need all the training. So what the inner circle does is allows you to get access to all these courses, you know, so that you can put it all together. That's the problem that's missing with most people, is they don't get a chance to ever put it all together. So that's what this does for you.
Another question?
Yeah, otherwise it'll be quiet.
Tony in Pensacola, Florida says, won't my friends and family think I'm crazy doing this? I have no experience.
Well, you know, I would say, yeah, his question was, won't he feel like his friends and family are going to make fun of him and think he's crazy if he's trying to sell something online? I would say 4 or 5 months ago they would have. They would have said, yeah, you know, you're not going to make any money online. And I think now with what's happened in the entire world, I think everybody's scrambling to figure out how to make a living. And if you come up with a way to make money online, I think your friends and family are going to probably be very interested in what you're doing. Now, there's always going to be that, you know, Uncle Joe's like, you can't do that. You know, they're going to rip you off. You know, you're always going to have Uncle Joe, right? Everybody's got an Uncle Joe, right? Or Aunt Gladys, you know. Oh, you can't make money online. You can't do that, honey. So you're going to have those people. Is that what you're really worried about? Or are you worried about saving your butt and making some money? I mean, I was worried about saving my butt. I was worried about not working for somebody I didn't want to work for. I was worried about not having time. I was worried about not having enough money. I was worried about wanting to be able to travel. That's what I care about. If somebody doesn't like what I'm doing, I don't really care anymore. Now, when I was 25, I didn't have that attitude. But I have that attitude now. And, you know, what's funny is when you realize what you can do, and I want to switch the screen here because I'm going to spend about another 10 minutes, guys, and then I've got to go. So let me get my... I gotta get this real quick. Hang on. I want to get this link for you guys and put it on the next screen because it's not on there. And I have a timer on the next screen, and it'll give us a good 10 minutes to talk. And guys, put those comments in there, man. Put those comments in there. Do not miss out on that. I didn't put it in there, did I? 1 second. 1 second. There's my timer screen. Everybody see the timer screen? Okay. And I need a text box. I'll put that there. I'm going to put that there. And we'll slide this on down. Okay. Now I can do this. Now I got this stuff. Okay. And I can do the timer thing. There goes. There goes timer. Okay. Hit me with some more questions.
Reggie in South Chicago says, I live in the inner city where there's a lot of crime, and I'm so glad you're offering all of this value at a price I can afford. Heck, anyone can afford. I'm signing up now.
Don't gang members get together?
Yeah.
In groups.
Groups.
So that's outlawed now. They can't get together.
I don't think gangs were legal to begin with.
That's the point. Okay. Yeah, Reggie, buddy, I appreciate your comments. I grew up in a really bad neighborhood in Memphis, Tennessee. It was funny the other day because I waste time researching crazy stuff. But the national violent crime rate was 27.1. In other words, on a scale of 1 to 100 in the United States, the average or national average was 27.1. And I looked up my neighborhood and it was 77.7 or something like that. 77 point something. So it was more than triple. And I knew I didn't want to live in that neighborhood. Okay. You know, I didn't have a choice then because mom and dad said, this is your house. And it wasn't much of a house. It was a duplex. But now I have a choice and I look around now and I'm like, you know, do I want more? Sure, I want more. But am I happy with what I got? Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy. Yeah. You know, if I need something, here's when you know you're doing good. You go to the grocery store, and Jessica, you're like this now. You know, when you do you ever look at how much you're spending?
I mean, it's not at the top of my head.
Nah, she doesn't. She doesn't want to say it. I never even look. I don't go, can I buy this package of meat? You know, should I buy this bread? I don't do that anymore. And I'm telling you, I came from a time where, you know, you had X number of dollars and you couldn't get everything you wanted. You had to go in there and buy what you could get with that amount of money. And now I don't think twice about it. I mean, I just don't. And I'm not cocky about it. I'm very aware that a lot of people don't have enough money. But I will tell you, I like it a whole lot better. Being able to buy what I want and go where I want and wear what I want and drive what I want. I got my order in for my Tesla truck. I'm super excited about that. People buying survival food have paid for it for me, which is very nice. I like that. Jessica, what else you got as far as questions?
Marcus in Ottawa, Canada says, what if I get stuck and can't figure something out? What forms of support do you have?
Good question. He wants to know what forms of support we have. And I think support is really, really required, guys. You will run into issues. I promise you're going to run into issues. And when you run into those issues, you need to talk to somebody. You need to have somebody who can help you out. So the way you're going to get support is through several different methods. It's through my coaching call, which is every 2 weeks. Okay. It's also going to be through email support, because you can email us. We also have a, help desk. So on every one of the pages, there's a little box that you can type stuff into, and you can actually get help through that. In addition to that, what else we got? We got the Facebook group. You can also use that. So yeah, you got a lot of places you can get help from, which is really cool.
Let's see. Dennis in Islamabad says, my time is very limited because I work 2 jobs. How much time do I need to invest?
I had about 20 to 30 minutes a day. And I originally didn't have that because I was watching TV in the evening when I came home from work. So I cut out TV and I started with 20 to 30 minutes a day. So if you've got 20 to 30 minutes, here's the truth, guys. Jeez, whatever time you have, right? There isn't a set amount of time. Obviously, if you worked 12 hours a day on this, you're going to get further faster than if you work 12 minutes. But whatever you have, why not do it? Why not incrementally? People... drives me crazy. People won't invest any time because they don't have all the time. Think about that. They don't invest any time because they don't have all the time. They're like, well, I can't get all this done today. Well, get part of it done. Just get part done, okay? So you don't need to have a lot of time. And I was one of those people that didn't have a lot of time. And, I'm here now because I spent 30 minutes a day or an hour a day or whatever I had on those days. Some days I didn't have any time. Some days I didn't have any. Some days I did. So I just did something because I know everybody has some time. If you have 0 time, you need to reassess your life, okay? Because, there's some pretty important people that have some time, all right? We all have 24 hours.
Tina in Albany, New York says, I've lost over $6,000 on Facebook ads. I'm getting your inner circle just so I can finally figure out those darn ads. Thank you.
Oh, my God. I hear this story over and over again. People are like, I don't want to spend money on a course on Facebook. Let me just try them out. Don't do that. If you don't get training from me, get it from somebody, because I'm telling you that Facebook will swallow your cash. I mean, you will be out of money in no time if you just go spend money on Facebook. I'm telling you, if you don't know what you're doing on Facebook, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a disaster. So it's a wise move, but she's already lost $6,000. Had she have known, she could have spent $197 and joined the inner circle.
Felix in Mexico City says, do I need lots of technical experience? I'm not good with that stuff.
You guys have seen me try to type something on the screen. So what do you think? You don't need a lot of technical experience. Trust me, you don't. Now, in all fairness, I've learned a lot over the years, but I didn't start with the technical knowledge. And here's the thing that's true, guys. You can get good at anything. Some people say, well, I'm just not good at technology. That's because you don't do it. If you did it every day, I guarantee you'd be better at it. If you're not good at push-ups and you try to do a push-up and you just try it the next day and the next day and every day you keep trying, pretty soon you're going to be able to do some push-ups. It's going to happen for you, okay? So don't worry about what you don't have. Don't even worry about it. Think about what you could do, okay? How would your life look different if you had an extra $5,000 a month coming in? $2,000 a month. What if you had $2,000 a month coming in? What if you had $50,000 a month coming in? We had a day the other day, which was nice, and we've had 6-figure days before. Where we sold 6 figures in a single day, but we started having some 5-figure days again, and I'm like, that's pretty nice, and I wouldn't have ever had those days. You don't know where you're going to end up. I didn't start off my company to sell survival food. I started off selling cell phone cases on eBay. That's what I started off doing. I just learned things along the way, and new opportunities opened up, and I learned those things. And guys, this is an opportunity and it's opened up, okay? But if you're faced with an opportunity like this to join our inner circle, and we have 187 spots, if you're faced with this opportunity and you still don't take advantage of it, your life's not going to look any different. It's just not. Outside of the fact that a lot of jobs are going away, there's going to be a lot of unemployment, and where will you fall in that? I don't know. I don't know what you do. Some of you guys may be directly related, directly affected by this right now. Some of you guys will be indirectly affected. We'll all be affected to some degree, because I know there's fewer people that can you use something other than Facebook? Yes, most definitely. I do YouTube ads. There's native ads. That question was asked by Ralph Cooper. Certainly you can. Jessica uses more Facebook ads. I'm leaning more towards YouTube, and I haven't done a whole lot of YouTube ads just in the past couple of weeks, just because we're selling so darn much food. I don't have time. Whoops, my slideshow went away for a second there, guys. Well, you don't need the slideshow, do I? Yeah, it's got the stuff on there you guys want. Okay, here we go. Oh, it went back to the 10-minute timer. We actually only have 2 minutes left, guys, and I'm going to set a 2-minute timer on my phone, because that 10-minute one was up there, but I just bumped it. So this was now started, and in 2 minutes we're going to be gone. So 2 minutes, guys. Run over there now to bit.ly/IC-special. Join my inner circle. I want to meet you. I want to help you. Okay? I want to work with you. If you just want my free book, right below that, you got bit.ly/CV-IC-book. I'm not a hard closing person. I know it can help you out. If you want to be helped out, if you don't want to be helped, I can't help you. You can listen to all my free stuff if you want. I got no problem with that. Probably only 3% of the people actually buy my paid products, but in all fairness, it's only about 3% of the people that are really successful in life. So, those are the folks that buy. Those are the folks that invest in their future. Those are the folks that do that. College education is going to cost you 5 figures nowadays, into 6 figures, and there is no guarantee you're going to even get a job. So at least with this, I'm making money online. I can show you how to make money online, and it's been done. So I really appreciate you guys being here. We are down to 51 seconds. Jessica, do you have any parting words?
Oh, goodness.
44 seconds.
Just spend your time wisely. That's the best.
Spend your time wisely. And that would mean don't Netflix all day long. Get my courses, join the inner circle, learn some stuff, and come out of this better off than you were. Do Inner Circle members get a discount on Survivalcave food product? That is very funny. No, they don't, as a matter of fact, because it's like I can't even get enough of it right now. I can't make it fast enough for people who are buying it. But we'd love to have you in there, Alan. Love to have you, buddy. Really would. It looks like you're somebody who's actually involved. So my timer's going off. Thanks for spending Sunday afternoon with me. I really appreciate it. This is the timer. There it is. There's the timer. Guys, thanks for being here, and I will see you real soon. Check out my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on all notifications, and I will talk to you soon here. Let me figure out how to turn this thing off here. Oh, everything's just going crazy over here. Alrighty.